I'd like to thank the second speaker from the government team. To continue the case for the opposition team, I'd like to invite the deputy leader.
Ladies and gentlemen, the motion that we're debating today is this House would force doctors to divulge information regarding suspected domestic violence cases. Ladies and gentlemen, coming from the opposition side today, we totally oppose this motion simply because it is their right and role to protect the privacy of their patients. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before I move on with the delivery of the second and third points from the opposition side, I'd like to first rebut all the misguided points brought forth by the government side today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to first touch on the mechanism of the government side. They had brought forth that, you know, when these children are abused, these doctors should tell the policeman, hey, this child is being abused. Ladies and gentlemen, to what extent can they say that these children are abused? Because, and they had also said that the abuse symptoms are different from any other kinds of bruises and cuts. Ladies and gentlemen, we say that this is not true. Most of the cuts and bruises cannot be known whether or not they are done by whom and when are they being done, ladies and gentlemen. We can see hyperactive children rolling down the stairs every day, ladies and gentlemen. How many cases do you want to see these doctors report to the policeman, ladies and gentlemen? Every time a child gets hurt, then all of these will become cases to be reported to the policeman. Isn't that what they call a problem, ladies and gentlemen? Now, I would like to touch on the fact that they said why the abuse cases are arising, ladies and gentlemen. They said that because these children are ashamed, they do not want to tell the authority, and what they want to do is that they want to tell the doctors. Ladies and gentlemen, don't we see that the solution here is actually to correct the mentality of these children, educate these children, say that the authority is not that bad, the authority is good, tell the authority instead. Why do you have to put the burden on the doctors, ladies and gentlemen? Doctors have no responsibility. They have already become a doctor. Doctor is a very busy man and women. You know that. Why do they have to bear in their mind that, hey, I need to solve crimes too? We don't understand that from the opposition side. And they also accused us saying that we, on the opposition side, we say that it's okay to punch your own daughter. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, we've shown to you that these people, the reason why the increasing abuse rate in Malaysia is happening is that because they do not want to tell the authority. So we have to correct their mind, their children, these children mind, ladies and gentlemen, tell that the authority should be the one to be told these cases off, ladies and gentlemen. And on to the point brought forth by the second speaker under the keepers of obligation, saying that, you know, these doctors have the right and have the responsibility to report to save the life of the patients. But ladies and gentlemen, how can this happen when the doctors reveal the secrets to the policeman? It could save this patient's life, ladies and gentlemen. As what we've seen, doctors, what they do, they just treat. Once they have treated these patients, they've already saved that person's life. How can, when they report these cases to the policeman, it can, you know, save this person's life once again, ladies and gentlemen? We don't understand the point from the government side today. Yes, people are.
That is why we're enforcing this motion, because doctors are incapable of doing the next action. That is why they pass on information to the police so that necessary actions, the next step, can be taken by the police. Yeah. If they do not know how, could they take actions?
Thank you, gentlemen. Don't we have already law of warrants? Policemen, these cases, should they be reported like these children? If they have the correct mentality in the very first place, they tell the authority, and the authority could get warrant and get the information from the doctors using warrants, ladies and gentlemen. Not we putting the burden on this doctor to tell every cases of children being abused every day, ladies and gentlemen. How many cases do they have to report? Sorry, sir. So we say that we would like to stress once again that the medical sector has nothing to do with the civil law or crime sector and whatnot, ladies and gentlemen. Done with the rebuttals against the government side, I would like to move on with the delivery of the second point under the keywords of warrants are equal to permission. Ladies and gentlemen, doctors have the responsibility to protect the medical reports of their parents now, ladies and gentlemen. And this responsibility of protecting is ordered by the law itself, the court. And if a policeman has a warrant, which is a formal consent given by the court, also known as law, to get the medical report from the doctors, we say that this is not forcing. This is okay. This is actually what the opposition is trying to bring forth today. Sorry, sir. So because doctors cannot give medical reports in the very first place, because the law has told them not to do so, but when the law itself, in this context, warrants, permit them to uncover the reports to the policeman, then we say that that is not forcing, ladies and gentlemen. And when does this happen? Is that when there is a report, children being abused, ladies and gentlemen, and then when the policeman will get the warrant, and that is the point when they do not have to force the doctors. Show the warrant, and yes, the doctor will give the medical report. As simple as that. Why do we have to force? And basically, we're saying that if the policemen have got the warrant, we do not have to force, ladies and gentlemen. Bear that in mind, because the doctors have the right to remain silent, not to tell whatever has been told by the patient that they have treated, ladies and gentlemen. Done with the second point. I'd like to move on with the third point. Any POI from the government? Yes? No, I guess. Third point under the figures of what does it mean if we force doctors? Ladies and gentlemen, if we force doctors to give information to the policemen, the government is sending the wrong message to the society that they could do whatever they want to do, ladies and gentlemen, as long as there's a plausible issue, they could simply go against the law, hiding under the rationale, we're solving violent cases here, ladies and gentlemen, whereby they are not, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because they will actually create more problems. They will give burden to the doctors, and we've shown to you how many cases will be reported if we make this a compulsory thing, if we force the doctors, ladies and gentlemen, to report every cases of children being hurt. So before I take my seat, we would like to reaffirm from the opposition side that we would not force doctors to divulge information regarding suspected domestic violence cases, because it is their right and role to protect the privacy of their patients. Well, I'm proud to oppose.